Dafne. So good to be here with you. So you're coming from a family of actors, so you start early on. It's not new for you go around sets and, acting, so you grew up with this. But early on in your career, you are in Logan and it blows out and it's awesome. You get awards, well-deserved, and everybody loves you. So how is it for a young actress growing up with this kind of exposure and success early on?
Yeah, great question. I think it completely changes you as a person in a way. I do come from a family of actors, but they do more theatre. So I'd been around that world, a lot of like rehearsal rooms and theatres and like workshop spaces. And going into a huge production like Logan was kind of daunting and almost new to my parents as well in a way. Yeah, they were very supportive in the acting sense, and my mum was there the whole time to teach me how to act, but none of us really knew how a Marvel set worked. And it's the hugest thing ever, basically, aside from Star Wars. I also didn't, because I was so young, I didn't really know what was going on. Until it came out. And then it came out and it was like, oh my God. It was really weird as well because I never changed schools. I lived in like my same barrio that I grew up in Madrid. All my friends were the same. So for me, life didn't change. And then whenever I'd go to like LA or New York or London, everyone would like recognize me, and it was really weird. It created like, I think, this divide in me of like kind of this public persona that was like Dafne Keen as opposed to like Daph, which was like who I was in like school and with my friends and with my family. When you start that young, you learn to kind of separate, you like compartmentalize these parts of your life in a way.
That's cool.
I trained her. Let me be the one to bring her in.
Then you go into big hits afterwards, or like you go to these Dark Materials and now Stars. Were you a Star Wars person? Did you?
Yeah.
With the trilogy, like the prequels?
Yeah, I was a big Star Wars fan. I was a big Star Wars fan. I watched it with my dad. I loved them all. I was obsessed with Padme and Han Solo. They were like the it characters for me.
I love your earrings. It's like
Thank you.
The Padme vibe there.
Exactly, channeling. Yeah, I was obsessed with Padme as a kid. I was like, I must be her in every way.
I mean, I don't know much about your character yet, but I love that you are in makeup as a different species, right? So I think that's cool because there's so many humans in Star Wars. It should be more aliens.
Yeah, more aliens.
Like more diversity, right? So
exactly.
So can you tell us a little bit about your role there in Acolyte?
So I play Jackie, who is a Jedi Padawan, who is half Thelan, which is a kind of breed of alien, and she's half human. So she's like a mixed race, basically. Yeah, she was really fun, and I loved the whole prosthetic process. It makes it so much easier to act because you're in a character. You don't have to do anything, you're characterized already. So it was really fun, and I had the most amazing makeup artists, Rob and Jeremy, who would just like get it done within an hour and a half. I was out the chair, which was great.
It's time to face the past.
What about getting in the head of a Padawan? Because as we know, they start this training very early on. So it's like, I mean, in a way, they have to be a different person once they're like in the Jedi Academy and learning. So you focus on this goal, and most parts of your personal life get, just set aside for you to be this, very strict warrior and defender of truth. So how was that for you to get into the mind of this person who is being shaped by the masters?
It was really interesting. It was very easy with an actor like JJ because he exudes that kind of like master energy. So it was very easy to be his Padawan in a way, because I kind of was in real life. I approached it from a very physical standpoint, and I'm a huge perfectionist, like my character. So it was very easy to connect with her through that, I think.
And it's good that we are in a timeline that you as a Padawan don't have to worry about Anakin going around.
Yeah, dude. Don't come around here with that youngling stuff, like, please.
So at least, I mean, it doesn't mean that you're safe.
Yeah, but safer than I would be if Anakin was around, for sure, yeah.
You've been to different trainings, like physicality. If you remember what you did for Logan and Dark Materials, and now in Star Wars, and how is that different between them?
Completely different. I think In Logan, it was all about being like wild and feral and just killing. And however you had to do that, you would do it. It was a lot of like boxing and tumbling and wire work and very like scrappy kind of just survival in a way. And His Dark Materials was someone who was physical but wasn't a trained killing machine like X-23 was, or like Jackie is like almost a samurai. She's a completely different type of fight. She's absolutely methodical, and it's almost like a meditation. And it's all about perfect and technique and timing and breath work. And so the training for that was much more, like I said, much more methodical and precise. And yeah, it was really interesting. It was completely different. It was really hard for me to shake that kind of that feralness, which that came very easily to me. I'm a very physical person, but that side came very easily to me. And this more contained, perfect thing was more difficult, I think, in a way.
What is that?
All right, thank you so much. I can't wait.
Thank you so much.
All the best.
You too, thanks.